So here's the ultimate issue, and you guys just don't really understand here. We're talking about the shape of the Earth, the physical shape of the Earth. Now, what's really interesting is that I don't have to prove that we're hurtling through space at X amount of speed. I don't have to prove gravity. I don't have to do any of those things to verify the shape of an object. You can pick up a basketball, look at it, even measure it, and say, this is a sphere. You didn't have to bring gravity into the equation. You didn't have to bring acceleration, speed, or any of those things into the equation. You were just taking an object and verifying the shape of it. So I think it's very, very silly when I hear globers and flat earthers argue about all the other principalities of things, about, the heliocentric model and the Big Bang and all these things, when we're just simply trying to verify the shape of the ground that we're standing on. And we don't need all of that. We just need to go outside and measure stuff, right? It's really simple. So when this kind of jargon comes up, this is just parroting, right? This is just not being able to have a conversation, and you're just trying to win an argument. And flat earthers have realized, or I think most of them have realized so far, that they can't debate me for the most part, because when they bring up gravity, you don't need gravity to verify the shape of an object. When they talk about, spinning through space at how many miles an hour, blah, 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 I really don't need that to verify the shape of an object. I do things very, very, very simply. And I show people how it can be verified, how you can verify it yourself very easily. It's just the shape of the object. Everything else, like I can't prove that we went to the moon because I can't go to the moon. So I don't talk about the moon. I'm not a pilot, so I don't talk about how airplanes fly. I'm not out there. I can't go to Jupiter, right? I can't do all of these things that people are trying to argue about. So I stay away from it. I just deal with the shape of the planet. And that, at the end of the day, is the argument. Is it flat or is it a globe? And just simple geometry disproves a flat Earth. If you actually go out and try to make observed reality work on a flat Earth, you realize it doesn't work. So when I did this, when I started this, I started on the flat Earth. I did exactly what flat earthers did, except in reverse. I totally ignored the globe model, like flat earthers totally ignore the flat Earth model, and I went after the other model. And I tried to make it work. I tried to make all of my measurements, all of my observations, all my tests work on a flat plane, and none of them do. Then about 5 months into it, people are like, can you make it work on a globe? Can you take what you're saying doesn't work on a flat Earth and see if it works on a globe? And then I did. And it works. Sundials, equatorial and horizontal sundials, some of the most simple tools that we've used for hundreds and hundreds of years, only can work on a globe. Do you understand why no one on the flat Earth side has made a horizontal sundial? Right? The ones that have to be configured to match the latitude you're on. Nobody's ever made a horizontal sundial work on a flat Earth. Ever. Right? And why equatorial sundials have to be angled up for the gnomon to be parallel with the North Pole, right? Equatorial sundials have to be at an angle except the poles. Have you ever seen a flat earther actually go outside and make an equatorial sundial, be angled to match the pole? Because that right there disproves a flat Earth, because on a flat Earth, the North Pole's straight up and down, vertical, perpendicular to the flat plane. But equatorial sundials are always angled, except at the poles, because the gnomon has to be parallel to the pole. A simple little equatorial or horizontal sundial proves the shape of the Earth. And that's why I stick on it so much. The sun's position in the sky doesn't work on a flat Earth, but it works on a globe. Every observed measurement I've done that you can do yourself, go outside and do it, will work on a globe and won't work on a flat Earth. Flat earthers will not do the things that I do because they're afraid it's going to break their belief system. That's it. It's more of a psychological thing than it is actually a physical thing, the flat Earth. It's an ideology. It's a belief. So anyway, I may try to go live this afternoon. I keep saying that. I want to do this sundial experiment at solar noon and see how it works. I may be live while I'm doing that. So, sorry for the long rant. You guys take care. Have a great day.